Good morning EDJ, welcome everyone to your favorite radio program on the French Riviera. I am Léa Dutroux, your host for your weekly Morning EDJ show. Mathieu, Nina, how are you both today?
Fine, and you?
I'm very good, thank you. Today's headlines: Trump's desire for territorial expansion, Canada's complaint with the World Trade Organization, and the new Nutri-Score in France. But first, here's a little sneak peek of today's weather with Mathieu.
Another blustery Friday over much of the country, a few rain showers along the Channel coast, and snow over the Vosges and the Jura. Elsewhere, the weather will be drier but misty, particularly in the center and northeast. In the afternoon, watch out in the southeast. Violent thunderstorms break out in Corsica and towards Provence and Occitania. Temperatures will be 8 in Paris and Lyon, 9 in Bordeaux, and 13 in Nice and Marseille.
It's right now 8 past 20 a.m., your news bulletin of the week with Nina right after the jingle.
It's a moving tribute. The Bois d'On Middle School in Conflans-Sainte-Honorine, where Samuel Paty was teaching when he was murdered by a young radicalized Islamist, will officially be named after the teacher today. A ceremony is scheduled for 3:40 p.m. There will be Elizabeth-born. A very tense exchange took place last mid-morning. It was between Laurent Bachot, a religious member of the congregation overseeing Notre-Dame de Bétarame, and Arnaud Gallet, a member of CIVIST, an incest victim and an activist. Everyone knew it's shaping to lie like that, the activist denounced during a press conference. To its better, the new method of calculating the nutritional tool was validated this Friday in a decree signed by the ministers responsible for the economy, health, agriculture and trade. On the road to peace, Vladimir Putin spoke by phone last night with Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, the Kremlin announced in a statement. During the telephone conversation, the Saudi prince emphasized with the importance of resolving the Ukrainian crisis and expressed his readiness to continue contributing to the normalization of Russian-American relations, according to a source. It won't stop. Trump threatened France and the European Union with 200 tariffs on their champagnes, wines and other spirits if the euro's upcoming 50% tariff on American whiskey is not withdrawn. Canada has filed a complaint with the World Trade Organization against Donald Trump's 25% tariff on steel and aluminium. For your information, there are several steps involved in resolving a dispute at the WTO. In the event of a complaint, consultations are held between the parties. If no agreement is reached, the complainant can request the establishment of a panel composed of 3 to 5 experts. Countries can then appeal the decision. What if sport went green? 1 week before the election of a new president of the International Olympic Committee, more than 400 athletes from around the world are calling on the body to strengthen its environmental efforts, including with regard to highly polluting sponsors, in a letter published today. To the future presidents, we ask that the following subject be placed above all other during your term: the protection of our planet was these Olympic athletes, including British rowing champion Alan Campbell, French discoverer Melina Robert-Michon, and skier Marie Martineau.
To continue with the political sphere, is Ukraine a step closer to the European Union? The French National Assembly has just passed a resolution supporting Ukraine. It's non-binding, but it sends a clear message. France wants stronger military and economic aid, the seizure of frozen Russian assets, and accelerated European accession for Kiev. The resolution was adopted with 288 votes in favor and 44 against. Far-right RN deputies abstained, while LFE and some communist MPs opposed it. One key point: it suggests exploring a possible European peacekeeping mission in Ukraine, an idea that could spark debate across Europe. And what about frozen Russian assets? The European has blocked over 210 billion euros from Russia's central bank and 25 billion euros in private funds. While it reinvents the interest to help Ukraine, France refuses to seize the assets entirely, arguing it will violate international law. Then there's Ukraine's European membership. The country has been waiting since 2022 and negotiations finally started last June. But the road ahead is long. Every European state must approve the final deal. And let's not forget the financial burden. A 2023 European Council report warned that enlargement could mean higher contributions for current members. Alright, so it's now time for your cinema segment. Let's dive into Lune de miel avec ma mère, a sparkling comedy that's good for you according to Mathieu.
What if your honeymoon became a special trip with your mother? That's the starting point for Lune de miel avec ma mère, the new comedy that's a big hit on Netflix. Picture this, Luca, ready to say I do to the woman of his dreams, get left at the altar, goodbye wedding, but not the honeymoon, already booked on an island paradise. Problem, it was impossible to cancel. Solution or disaster, her mother, Lily, invites herself to the trip. Between cocktails, misunderstandings, and emotional moments, the duet formed by Julien Frisson and Michel Larocque works perfectly. Together, they deceive everyone by pretending to be married to make the most of the holiday, but the deception will make them much further than expected. With a colorful cast with Rosie Del Palma, Cadmeral, and Gilbert Melki, Lune de miel avec ma mère is humorous, offbeat, and emotional. Nicolas Cuge delivers a light, fast-paced comedy full of charm, with its mix of absurd situation and touching truth about family ties. This is a feel-good film. If you're looking for a refreshing, funny, and touching comedy, go for it. Lune de miel avec ma mère is available on Netflix.
Thank you, Mathieu. As it is almost the end of our show, let's debate about something you might not pay enough attention to. So let's talk about the nutritional score guides. Do you use it while shopping to the groceries, for example?
Sometimes I use it, but I mean, like when I want to buy something and I know that it's bad for my health, I really bought it because I want to eat that. So maybe I close my eyes.
You say cravings, right?
Yeah. Like when I have cravings, I can't pass over it. So I am obsessed with that food and I want to eat it without minding about the nutritional score, even if I am like reassured that if I want to have some more information, I can find it.
Mm-hmm. So if you have cravings now, what will it be when you'll be pregnant? Yeah. And what about you, Mathieu?
No, I don't use it. I use only the application Yuka.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you know it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just to see if it's bad or good for my health, and it's a lot of information, such as with the additives on the product, and it's the only thing I look when I...
Yeah, it gives you a clearer aspect of what's really inside the product, while actually what we see in the packaging is only A, B, C, D, or E. It's
we
not
don't
really
know about that,
Okay.
and with the application we learned some information about the additives and all the things, so it's good.
And do you use Yuka for every items?
Yeah, I use it for the skincare also, and for all the foods and for everything. It's a big application you can use if you want to.
Yeah, what's good with Yuka is that also we can know the environmental impact of the product. So I think that's cool because it can be a subject when we are buying something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can look if it's French or elsewhere on another country.
Okay.
It's very...
And so how do you process when, for example, you talked about, healthcare products, body products and all those things, because when I scan them in Yuka, sometimes they just don't find it. They don't recognize it. So how do you do when this is like this?
I don't take the product
You
if
don't take it?
Yuka doesn't know it, because I don't know about the...
Yeah, you want to be sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
So
chemical
who will you
products.
trust at first? The person who works in the grocery store, whatever, for example, the skincare person, whatever, that can advertise you about the product, or will you trust more about the UK experience?
Maybe I will trust Yuka, I think.
UK?
Yeah.
Yeah, me so.
Okay, so another person that will talk in front of you.
No, because it's like they want us to buy
Yeah,
it.
merchandising and all. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know. Maybe the person knows much more about the products. I just, that's what I think, because she has done studies and all for working over there. Then this is just an application. Maybe it's not without the application doesn't have the human aspect that the person has.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, but I don't know.
Okay.
Well,
we are gonna stop here for today. Thank you guys for being here with me. Thanks for listening to us. Stay tuned and very safe till the next episode. See you soon et bonne journée.